Hello, RDA family and everyone else watching. This is just a quick video. Actually, I wrote an article for George Christensen's new subscription newsletter called Nation First. And the heading of the article I wrote is, "Here's the lessons I've learnt in the fight for freedom." Now, as you guys know, I've been on the front line of the freedom movement for 2 years now. You know, I've been arrested, I've been at lockdown protests, I've been shot at, I've been in prison for 22 days. I've been hunted down by the police, I've been searched, I've been raided, I've been strip searched, I've been everything. You name it, I think I've probably done a lot of it. And, you know, after 2 years of doing that, you might wonder, what have I learnt? What have you learnt, right? Maybe we've learnt the same things. And actually, while I've been talking to people on the streets and just around the movement, actually a lot of people have come to a similar conclusion that I have, which is that we no longer have or should have the energy to be reactive anymore. I think that we spent a lot of time and energy reacting to every single thing that the government did bad, and you know, we had to go through that, but now it's time to actually not let what they do affect us. Now obviously there will be a time and a place to use our energy to fight back against the government, but actually we need to be in control of our emotions and our state of mind so that no matter what they do, we remain peaceful and we prosper regardless of what they do. So I think what I've learned is that we actually can't fight directly against them right now. We aren't ready. But what we can do is make them obsolete. Okay? If we can build our community strong enough so that we have our own source of vegetables, our own source of meat, our own source of bartering and things like that, schooling and currency ideas, things like that, we don't need them. They can do whatever they want and we can just be like, oh yeah, whatever, fine. I've got my food. I've got my family. I don't care what you do. That would be the most powerful place to be. In fact, they're probably annoyed that we've figured it out because they probably enjoyed watching us running around like crazy because, you know, the mass email campaigns, they just delete them. You know, the protests, they ignore them. The convoys, they ignore them. We've tried it all. We've tried the diplomatic way. So I am now, in the next year, I am shifting my energy with RDA really into the community groups, really into building those strong networks. And you'll see over the next couple of months, you'll see that we're going to come up with programs on how you can barter without money, how you can exchange goods without money and services without money, how you can sell your products at local markets on private properties. We're really working with other organizations and other initiatives now. We don't care how big the name is or how big their following is. That's not about that. It's about what they have to offer. So I'm really excited. I've been able to speak to some fantastic people, and that's why we're running the Freedom Summit Down Under. There was one comment on Instagram that I actually really appreciated because someone said, you know, Monica, this event really, all the information is already online anyway. We can just go see what Gerard Rennick says online or Alex Antic. And you know, she has a really good point, but actually this isn't like that. This event is not like that. There are going to be people there that you've never seen or heard of. Why? Because they have good ideas and I want to bring them to you. So we have someone talking about common law, the common sense side of common law. We have someone talking about a website that connects the consumer directly to the customer, and it hasn't been launched yet and it should be ready just in time for the event. We have someone talking about a program where you can exchange services and goods without using money. We have people talking about homeschooling networks. We have people that are rolling out private market networks around the country or want to. So all these people need is a bit of publicity, and you need to know that they're doing what they're doing. And that's what this event is all about. Yes, we have the big speakers, which is fantastic. Malcolm Roberts, Gerard Rennick, George Christensen, you know, Morgan Jonas, Rebecca Lloyd, and Fanos and things like that. We have some big names there too, but it's not all about that. And I actually think you guys are going to enjoy these new ideas like a lot because you've never heard of these people, you've never seen them. And that's what it's all about, guys. You know, I'm also going to put a link in the description of how you can join a community group or create your own. And we don't care what the name of it is. We don't care what you do or how you do it, but we have a database with people. We can help you create your own group, and we have resources. We have a full-time staff member that just looks after community groups, and we have some fantastic programs coming out for community groups that we're hoping to roll out countrywide. So the point is let's just organize ourselves and let's prepare so that we don't need the government and we don't actually need to react to what they do because we don't care. That would just be like such a powerful place to be. I know for myself that in the last 2 years, I've lost myself a little bit, you know. It was just like a lot, actually. It was just like one thing after another. It's like I lived from, you know, one catastrophe to another catastrophe, and you can't keep living like that. It's just not healthy. It's not good for you, you know. So I want to start, you know, I personally want to start living in a space where I'm at peace no matter what happens, you know. So if some terrible news comes out, I'm like, oh geez, that's not good. Anyway, I better get back to my veggie garden, you know. So, you know, do you know what I mean? Like being able to compartmentalize what we can affect and what we can't. Like we can't fight directly against these people, guys, right now. We're not ready. They've been doing this for decades. We've only just started, a lot of us. So understanding where our energy is best spent, who it's best spent with, so that we can conserve our energy for when it is really needed. I think it's going to be really, really powerful. So just take a deep breath and realize that you can't change the world right now, but you can change your immediate surroundings pretty quickly by making some really good choices and connecting yourself with people that care about you and are going to protect you. And if you have a small group of people that care about you and like something really bad happens in the government or in the world, then at least you're going to have those people to depend on. Now's the time that you can build those relationships, because if you wait too long and things get really bad, then you're going to be alone. Well, I hope not, but so now is a time while there's a lull and while there's no mandates and there's like, you know, people think that life is going back to normal. Now is the time that we prepare. Now is the time that we build relationships and network, right? That is why we are doing the Freedom Summit Down Under, and we are coming all over Australia. We're starting in Melbourne next week. I'm really excited, and I'm going to see you in your state really soon as well. And other than that, though, the community groups structure, the network, I'm really going to be working on the business directory as well. We've got some really exciting things coming up with that. And, you know, that's all about building a situation where we don't need the government and we can depend on each other. So I'm with you guys all the way, and I hope you are too. Join a community group, start one, come to the Freedom Summit, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, see you guys.